5 transformational money lessons to help you build real wealth. Hi everyone, welcome back to SugarMamma TV. My name is Canna Campbell, also known as SugarMamma. Now, I have been a financial planner for more than 2 decades, but I'm also a working mum of 3 kids. So I get the juggle, I get the struggle, but I'm also here to remind you as to how important your own financial well-being is and how important it is to prioritize your goals and dreams. The goals and dreams that you are more than worthy and capable of achieving for yourself. So through my channel, I'm hoping that I motivate you, I educate you, and I empower you to get started so you can quickly see and feel all the incredible benefits that come from taking your financial well-being seriously. All right, so today I want to talk about 5 money lessons or truths even that I personally think are transformational. Transformational in the way that if you listen to this and think about it, you might discover that the way that you think about money, the way that you engage with money, and the way you start thinking about your financial future really could shift, evolve, and transform. So I'm really excited about sharing this with you. All right, lesson number 1, and that is wealth begins in your brain, not in your budget. If you're really serious about building something that you will look back and feel really proud of, can I strongly recommend, before you get into the numbers, the taxes, the fees, the projections, that you just press pause just for a little bit and do the deep money mindset work. Explore the blocks, explore your self-worth, explore those self-sabotaging habits even, explore your why. This is so incredibly important because it allows you to clear the path. You remove anything that's going to stop you, block you, be a hindrance for your journey so that you can understand so much about yourself. And when you do this properly, you invest the time within yourself, you will find that your financial journey is so much more enjoyable, but you'll see far greater progress. And you'll find that the actual growth actually spreads beyond the numbers and the figures and the wealth, but you'll find that it actually infiltrates into other areas of your life with even further benefits spreading far and wide. Lesson number 2, and that is fluffy goals produce fluffy results. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I have listened to people's goals after they've told me that they haven't achieved their goals. There is a direct correlation between the depth and the detail of your goal and the outcome. When you are doing your goals, the more definition and clarity you can give that goal, the better your results are going to be, because that goal deeply reflects and even ignites and triggers and resonates your why. So you want to be as detailed as possible. So what do I really mean? Well, number 1, when it comes to a financial goal, you've definitely got to give that goal a number. You don't want to have a goal to be rich. Okay, how rich do you want to be? What does that definition of rich really look like? Is it 1 million, 2 million, 3 million? What is that number? The second thing is money needs a landing destination with your goals. When you say, I want to have $1 million, that's great, no problem. But where? Do you want $1 million in cash? Do you want $1 million in shares? Do you want $1 million in property? $1 million in your superannuation? These little details really do matter. And then, of course, every single goal should have a deadline. And never a deadline in 1 year's time, 2 years' time, 5 years' time, because you keep on kicking the can down the road. You've got to make sure that you give your goals a clear deadline. So for example, I have a goal to save $10,000 in my savings account by the 1st of December 2026. When you say that out loud, suddenly you feel so much more accountable because the clock is ticking, that deadline is approaching, you know exactly how much money you need, and you can start to actually visualize and almost manifest that money sitting in that savings account. This is so incredibly important. When I was in practice running my business as Financial, what would happen is we would take this big goal and dream and then work backwards from that. And where we would start is where that person was standing. So all they had to do was follow all these lots of short-term powerful goals that would then organically lead them to where they wanted to arrive, their financial destination, which was their ultimate financial goal and dream. So invest time doing your goals properly. Money loves definition and clarity. Never forget that. Money lesson, and this is a money truth as well, number 3, and that is never rely on someone else for your retirement plan. It is so important that you don't just assume that you can rely on a person, an institution, or the government. We need to take agency when it comes to our retirement plans. And the last thing we want to do is discover that someone we've been relying on didn't come through, particularly at the 11th hour. It is so important to engage with your superannuation. It is so important that you look at extra contributions. It's so important that you get clarity as to how much money you need in super, by what time, and of course you want to make sure that your money is properly invested. Don't just go with the default balanced option. Make sure your money, because this superannuation is your money, it's like an investment portfolio just locked. Make sure it's invested for the long run. And if that means going and getting advice, simply do it. It is so important that we don't kid ourselves, particularly with the rising cost of living and inflation, that we think, oh, our superannuation will be enough. Quite often we need to do a bit more. But the good news is there are so many things you can do, so many little extra things, particularly over the long run, that can really help set yourself up for an amazing, safe and secure and long retirement. So never rely on someone else for your retirement game plan. All right, that then brings me to number 4, and that is consistency always beats intensity. And I have evidence to show you that. At times, we can think, what's the point of bothering? Why should we even try? Everything is so expensive, everything is so hard. It's just impossible to be able to actually get ahead. And at times I will, can agree with that, and I can sometimes feel that myself. But the truth and reality is actually being consistent with your money, backed with time, that actually has the most powerful transformation with your finances. Whether it be an extra $20 per week into your superannuation, that's an extra $1,000 a year that you're putting aside. Or just rounding up your numbers when it comes to your mortgage repayments or debt repayments. All these little things, habit stacking, really are quite transformational. And just to remind everyone, I think it was 11 years ago, I started the $1,000 project where I just focused on $1,000 at a time. That portfolio, I actually looked at it the other day, it's worth over $384,000 now. It blows my mind. And that is just consistency. Focusing on what I could do within my reach, which was $1,000 each time, and going and investing it. Obviously I reinvested all the dividends, but I haven't even really added that much to it in the recent times, but it's the power of consistency and of course time. And number 5, and that is protect what you're building. So many people think that just building wealth is all about saving, investing, and paying down debt, and of course superannuation. And yes, that is very accurate. But a lot of people forget about the other side of that, and that is wealth protection. Now, there are lots of different things you can do to help protect your wealth. And if you have worked really hard to get where you are today, why wouldn't you want to protect it? So what does protection really look like? Well, it's a combination of different things. Of course, it's things like having emergency money. It's about having, of course, those insurance policies. Yes, of course, the general ones like home and contents insurance and so forth, but there's also the personal insurances like income protection, life cover, TPD, trauma cover. These are the things that actually help protect your wealth so that something happens to you, like an accident or, some sort of illness, you're not going to undo all of your hard work. What you have built remains as it is. And you can then focus on recovering, getting back into the workforce, getting fit and healthy and strong again. It is so incredibly important. And in fact, I think people don't talk about this enough. One thing that I have learned so much over the last couple of years, and that is life can change in the blink of an eye. And things can just happen out of the blue, and sometimes you can be sideswiped. We need to remember that we are not resilient. We need to remember we're not invincible. Things happen, and it's just a natural part of life. And by no means am I saying, well, let's manifest a drama or a disaster. Far from it. But it's about being humble, grounded, and wise, and making sure we protect our wealth. And when we understand the importance of this, and we go and put that protection mechanisms in place, we get such a better night's sleep because we actually have a really resilient sense of peace of mind. All right, I would love to hear from you. What are the best money truths or money lessons that you've personally heard? And which of these 5 money truths or money lessons really resonates with you that you think actually really help the way that you think about your financial goals and your financial dreams? I think it is so important to be authentic, to be honest, but also to be very grounded when it comes to working on our financial goals and dreams, particularly right now. We've got to help support each other. We've got to help keep inspiring each other and help keep that sense of faith and confidence in our own self-worth and ability to actually build something that is realistically sustainable and financially fulfilling. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next Sunday afternoon. And of course, let me know what you'd like as the next video. Ciao for now.